This question is very similar to a question received before about if a woman is pregnant or she is feeding, how does she make up the fasts if she is unable to fast? And I think this is a very important two-part question that many of us overlook. Firstly, who does not fast? Right? I think that's a very important question. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's given us two major categories of individuals who cannot fast, the one who is traveling and the one who is ill. So the one who's traveling, he has a choice, and when does that choice start? There's a difference of opinion amongst the different madahib. Some of the madahib say that you must travel before Fajr comes in, right? So you must travel before Fajr comes in order for you to have that choice if you want to fast or not. And other madahib say as long as you know you are traveling that day, then it is permissible for you to choose not to fast. If you know beforehand that you are traveling, it is permissible for you to choose not to fast. So the traveler has a choice, right? You are not forced to fast, or you are not forced to not fast. I think I have a question also in line with this is what if I'm traveling and I'm crossing multiple time zones? Again, you still have a choice. And when will you break fast? You will break fast at whatever point you reach the breaking fast. Meaning that if I catch the sun setting, that at that point, even if I'm in midair and if I'm flying, I would break fast at that point. I don't look back at where I'm leaving from, and I don't necessarily look at where I'm landing. I look at where I am. So if I'm flying from DC to San Francisco, for example, and the sun sets while I'm over Nebraska or Utah, that's where I'm going to break fast. I'm not going to wait until I land in San Francisco. It is at that point I'm going to break my fast. What if the fast is longer than 12 hours? I think was the specific question. Well, our fast right now is longer than 12 hours, right? We start at, 5:48 or something like that? Right, so 5:48, 5:45, the fast starts, and we break our fast at around 7:30. So 5:30 to 7:30, that's almost a 14-hour fast. So even in our normal fast here, the fast is over 12 hours. It's okay. Sometimes the fast can extend beyond that. As a traveler, again, you have a choice. If you want to go ahead and extend, this is how you would break it. Now the second group of people, these are the people who would be considered sick, or the people who would be considered ill. There are different types of sicknesses, there are different type of illnesses. The least of them is like, for example, somebody gets a paper cut, right? A paper cut would be some kind of marad, right? Be considered a sickness. Can I break my fast because of this paper cut, right? That's probably not a reasonable excuse for me to break my fast, because it's not going to affect my health. What I need to do is there are two people I need to talk to when I am ill. So some people have some types of terminal illness because of old age. These individuals, what I would suggest, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give them shifa, is that they go and they talk to a doctor, and the question that should be asked is, if I fast, how will this affect my health? Right, this is the question that needs to be asked. The question that we shouldn't ask is, can I fast? Because the doctor is not a mufti, right? The doctor doesn't give fatwa. The doctor gives health advice. So we have to make sure that we are taking that specialty from that person and making sure we're benefiting from him. Then we take this information, we'll go to the mufti and we say, Mufti, Imam, Sheikh, my doctor said that if I fast, then there's a chance that I will pass out, that there's a chance that my blood sugar will drop to this, or that it will become dangerous. Then he will help him make a decision saying, okay, based on the criteria you're giving me, you have a choice to be exempted. You have a choice to be exempted from fasting. At the end of the day, who makes the decision? I do, right? I have to make the decision myself. I take the information from the doctor, I take the information from the mufti, but at the end of the day, I'm accountable in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if I know and I feel that this is not going to, by me fasting in this state, all I'm going to do is weaken myself. All I'm going to do is, there's a chance I'll pass out. I might not be able to function. I'm not going to be able to help my family. Then it's probably not a good idea that I fast. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He wants us to fast, not to starve ourselves, right? That's not the goal of fasting. The goal of fasting is what? Taqwa. Right? Taqwa. That's the goal. يعني لعلكم تتقون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that we are supposed to fast so that we gain taqwa. If this fast is not helping me gain taqwa, right, and I'm healthy, then I need to change my intention. I need to fix my niyyah. And if I'm ill and I'm trying and it's just taking me away and it's exhausting me, right, it's not helping me, I'm passing out, I have to keep going back to the doctor, then this person shouldn't fast. It's not a good idea. I'm not helping myself, I'm not helping others. The third category, or under this, would be the woman who is pregnant or feeding. Even within pregnancy, there's a spectrum. Like, mashallah, tabarakallah, there are some women, man, when they're pregnant, it's like no change, right? There's like, oh, I feel a little bit tired, right? And there's nothing else. May Allah bless them. And some women, like, the first day they get pregnant, like, they're throwing up constantly, and for them it's not a good idea. So the woman, she needs to know herself, and again, have a conversation with the doctor, have a conversation with the OBGYN, saying that, hey, listen, what is going to happen if I fast? How's that going to affect me? And many times, more often than not, the doctor will tell them what? They say, well, try. And I would say the same thing. Try. See how long you can go. And if you feel like 2 hours into the fast, or maybe even 1 hour into the fast, it's okay. It's fine. Yeah, you made the intention, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't write it for you. If you can't do it, you can't do it. Allah is not here. He's not going to hold us hostage or hold us accountable for things we cannot do. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. Right? He only burdens the soul as much as it can bear. So it's important for a woman to make that judgment call while she is pregnant and while she is feeding. Right? So these are the two opportunities that she has. How do you make them up? How do you make them up? You make them up the moment you are able to. Right? So the moment that my health is good, I make up my fast. The moment a woman is able, she has the strength, she'll start making up her fast. She doesn't need to pay the kafara because she maybe 2 or 3 Ramadans were missed. But how often or how many fasts does she make up? There's a difference of opinion. Some scholars will say that she has to make up all of the fasts that she missed. So if she missed 2 Ramadans, then she has to make up 60 days. Some scholars will say, well, it depends. If there are many fasts that she missed, it's okay for her just to pay the fidya, and that will cover the fast, and she does not have to fast. And Allah knows best.